All right. Happy Thursday, Angel Team. New wine coming to you. Just found out my numerical home address literally means Harpazo and Jesus Christ. And I'm an author on both, right? So I can promise you he's already here, ready to snatch us away once the monkey brains in DC decide to press the fucking button. So, Triple Sun doing gang signs. So I'm going to decode another. This is not a James Douglas prophecy. This is a Christ Cornell prophecy from Audioslave and Soundgarden. So who doesn't love Chris, who was probably murdered by the Illuminati pieces of shit that think they can fucking touch my sheep and wheat. Oh, they're going to be in for a surprise when they try to hide under the rocks. Speaking of which, this prophecy is called Set It Off. I'm going to decode it right now. It was standing at the rock, gathering the flock, and getting there with no directions. And underneath the arch, Archangel, it turned into a march. And there he got the spark to set this fucker off. So Chris was actually clairvoyantly seeing me doing just what he said. So the rock actually happened to be in West Michigan when I decided to open the gates of heaven to try to save a boy with terminal cancer, which we did provide an incredible ending to his life. And I promise you, he's in the other kingdom. So Chris is saying, Sun King, Lizard King, Triple Sun, Immortal One, True King, New Wine, was standing on a rock when he set the fucker off, meaning the apocalypse. So when we opened the gates of heaven around 2017, massive earthquakes started hitting the earth. You can go back and look, the earth rang like a bell. There was that Tongan volcano that erupted and rang the earth like a bell. Ever since then, we've had, the entire ring of fire opened up during a solar ring of fire eclipse. The next day, 27 volcanoes were erupting. Why 27? Because James Douglas was 27 when he died in a Paris bathtub for the future of humanity. It was a covert plan to make Satan think True King, Lizard King, was dead and not going to be a factor in end times, when in fact he was reborn in 1974. So Chris is saying he was standing at the rock, right? The rock, gathering the flock, right? And getting there with no directions, meaning I knew it was time. I didn't need anyone else to tell me. I didn't need some fallen man to tell me when to set the fucker off. The fucker meaning bringing our kingdom through Einstein-Rosen bridges to try to fight Satan. There's a massive spiritual war going on right now in the heavens, and it's going to bleed out, and it's going to cause World War III down here. So he was standing at the rock, gathering the flock, getting there with no direction, and underneath the arch. So hold on, my archangels are always protecting me, so they're always near. So like when I work out in the gym, it doesn't matter where I'm at, what state, they'll come through the firmament. There's one right there. So you can see his cross. See the cross on his shoulder? So they know who I am. Continue to reject me in my reign. But he's saying, standing at the rock, gathering the flock, getting there with no direction. And underneath the archangel, it turned into a march, meaning all of the chosen ones will eventually come march with me. And there he got the spark to set the fucker off. So I set the fucker off in 2017, and that's what my books are about. It documents heaven on earth, opening the gates, trying to save a little Sun King named Paxton, who ironically looks just like me when I did at his age when he passed. And his life is not over. His life is just beginning. That's what I'm trying to tell you, y'all. Anyone who embraces our books, Revelations, Jesus Christ, what was done on the cross, all the same team, can come with me to a wedding supper, which I highly recommend doing. It's probably going to happen on 9/23, which is the birth date of somebody who will become a spiritual leader in end times, in the millennial reign, sorry. Her code is LA Woman. I don't reveal people's identities publicly because this world is so fucking evil that they'd try to harm my team. So anyways, another Chris Cornell prophecy, set it off. We are about to set this fucker off when we rapture through the firmament upon this world, that even the chimpanzees in the White House are going to be like, how the fuck did that happen? Yeah? Well, you're about to see how the fuck it happened, and you're about to see what Sons of God can do to a place that tells us to fuck off.